Was that a waiver?
Yes, Your Honor, waiver of presence.
Okay.
What number was that now?
30. Marco.
30 was a null cross. I received a null.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 30 was a null pros. Okay, and then 31, Dontavius Weiss is a $300 cash bond, reset date to November 4th. So going back to position 2, I have Donovan Anderson, who is accused of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from October 17th, 2025, case 25 CR 6566G. This is a waiver of presence by counsel. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Six.
Sorry, 6 cycles.
You got an open ag assault, battery DV, crude 10 the third, hindering 911 call, simple assault, battery against a female who is pregnant, simple battery DV is 24 SC 005 547 on probation out of call for shoplifting.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle, what's your bond recommendation?
It's $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor. He was on the calendar on Monday, I believe, and so our recommendation would be consistent with the bond he's already been given.
Mr. McLean?
This is
Oh, Ms. Cook, I'm so sorry. Yes, Ms. Cook?
yes, Your Honor. He is my understanding that any bond for him is the equivalent of a no bond. I do understand that he does have, I think, a total of some other 4,000 on other cases. He's been in Georgia all his life. He does have 3 little boys, a 2-year-old and 2 1-year-olds who are Irish twins. He was previously employed at Asurian as well as Taco Mac. He's completed 12th grade. However, he is residentially challenged, Your Honor, and has a limited means of income. So we will be asking the court to just give the lowest bond possible in this case.
This is a $25 cash bond. Reset date is November 4th. No violent contact with law enforcement. Next position is position 6, and I have Kimani Butler accused of theft by taking and giving false information from October 21st of this year, 25 CR 6572H. His presence has been waived. And Mr. Howard,
What was that cash bond amount?
$25.
All right. 40 on probation out of car, burglary in the first, theft by taking. Homeless, wanted out of car, 2025, a couple of probations, 24 shoplifting conviction, 24 probation, simple battery, 23 probation, 2022 shoplifting conviction.
That's
Got
good.
it.
That's good. Thank you. Mr. Rhodes, what's your bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation for this case is a $2,000 good bond total, $1,000 on each, $1,000 on the theft and $1,000 on false information to law enforcement officers. That he's to have no further contact with the victim, Mr. Mark. I want to say it's Kapuzniak. He is on, it looks like he is on. Stay away from 3110 Roswell Road. Your Honor, this stems from an incident that took place October 21st of this year. Officers were called to a larceny call on Irby and Early Avenue, and they did meet with Mr. Kapuzniak, who advised that he could, on his camera, I believe it might have been a Ring camera, saw the accused opening his package at 3110 Roswell Road at 8:42 p.m. and taking contents that belonged to him, like a gold lighting plate that valued at $157. Mr. Kapuzniak did point to the direction where the accused was sitting and was wearing the same clothes, and he committed the offense of providing I believe that he provided a false date of birth once officers did approach him. At some point, Butler did give the correct date of birth, and it was shown that he had multiple warrants for probation violation, burglary, criminal trespass, theft by taking, public indecency. He was taken to Grady Hospital for a psych evaluation as well. Just as recent as this year in March and July, there were 2 separate arrests for probation violations, Your Honor. In addition to the cycles that you heard, he is a multi-state offender out of the state of Texas. That forms the basis, it's risk to reoffend, that forms the basis for our recommendation, as well as perhaps if it hadn't already been done, a social work visit as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Was this a porch theft situation?
Sounds like
Yes.
a porch pirate. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Wozniak could-
Do you have any information on what previous competency evaluation has been made, and if there's an open evaluation or if there's one pending?
He was just released on August 29th, 2025, after spending 50 days on a probation hold. He was also booked into Fulton County on April 22nd, 2024, after spending 33 days. And that was the time, and both matters, they were all time-served pleas. His prior probation violations were also time-served pleas, willful instruction. So it looked like he's been taking pleas since 2020, at least in Fulton County. So I don't have any indication that this was a competency issue.
Understood. Well, we would ask the court, he has waived his presence. He's been a barber for over 30 years. He went to barber college. That's his education and his jobs, which is the main two things I put out there. I've got a family number. I'll inform them of the disposition today. I imagine he's going to be in for SAP. And I think it's time for us to ramp up on the social worker visit and see whether or not we think there's a mental problem there.
Okay. Mr. Kapuzniak, if you wanted to contribute to the proceedings, this is your time to unmute and start your video. Mark Kapuzniak?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Nothing further to add.
Yeah, good morning, wherever you happen to be, but we are heading towards 4:30 in the evening, so.
Yeah. Nothing further to add.
Okay.
Nothing really inaccurate there stated. Just he's been around the building for a while, and I asked that he no longer be around the building. This is a commercial building, not a residence. It was a
Okay, just want to be sure. 3110 Roswell Road, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's the Buckhead Theater location.
Okay, thank you. On the theft by taking is going to be 1,000. On the giving false information is 500. This is a $1,500 surety bond. Mr. McLean, your client also has a Cobb County hold. So depending on the outcome of the bond, he would have to be picked up by Cobb County to address whatever is going on out there. No further contact with Mr. Mark Kapuzniak, and to stay away from 3110 Roswell Road in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He will also need a social worker visit to determine competency and or housing situation. And his reset date is November 4th. Moving on to Mr. Kapuzniak, you are free to go on, unless you'd like to stick around. But right now we are moving on to position 15. Brian James is accused of 2 counts of battery, simple assault, and theft by taking from October 20th of this year, case 25 CR 6565C. Mr. James' presence has been waived. Counsel happens to be Ms. Cook. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
5. He got an open simple battery of felony obstruction from October 10th. It's 25 PI 008 414. On probation for simple battery. It's 22 CR 001 00165Y. And he got put on probation February of this year for that charge. So listen, he was released on the 19th and he was back Monday. That's why
He missed you. Okay.
Or us.
All right, Ms. Evans-Battle? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. As he says, he was released on Monday on that felony count of obstruction of law enforcement officer. He was given a bond on that case and simple battery. In that particular case, the victim, I was looking back to make sure we didn't have the same victim in the case, and we don't. But it was like a similar bar fight type of situation. And then he was at the hospital taken to the hospital, and with the officer, he became aggressive and violent with the officer to the extent the officer had to deploy his taser in order to keep him from advancing on him. And it's mine, Mr. Howard can correct me if I'm wrong, and I believe he had an incident on October the 11th while in jail on those other charges as well. In this particular case, I think the court has had an opportunity to see the warrant in which there were two identified victims, both of them named Timothy, and both of them, one was the owner of the establishment and the other was an employee, in which he was drinking at the establishment while out on his surety bond that I'm sure said no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. He was there. We are asking for a cash bond in this particular case, considering his extensive history and his tendency to reoffend and to really just not pay attention to whatever the court's order. The bond we're asking for as to the theft by taking is a $1,000 cash bond. As to the simple assault, $1,500 cash bond. As to the battery, a $2,000 cash bond, and that would be two batteries that I believe he's charged with. And we are asked, so that would make a total I have of $6,500.
Okay.
That would be our recommendation, Judge.
Ms. Cook?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. James is 41 years old. It's my understanding he's been in Georgia since 2015. I verified his address as an address in Atlanta, Georgia. He states that he lives there by himself. He says that he's completed some college where he was studying business in Miami-Dade. He's unemployed. He said he was previously employed at Chick-fil-A. He does have, per his own admission, a mental health diagnosis. I did request a social worker visit. He is definitely okay with the stay away from the incident location and no contact with the victims, as he really doesn't recall who they are. I do understand that he has an extensive history, but whatever bond you give him will be the equivalent of a no bond for him, as he doesn't have any financial means to get himself out. So we will be asking the court for the lowest possible bond.
On counts 1, 2, and 3 is going to be $1,000 each. And then on the theft by taking, it's going to be a $100 cash bond. This is going to be a $3,100 split bond. To stay away from the Bantam Pub at 737 Ralph McGill Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia. To have no contact with any of the staff or employees of that establishment. No illegal drugs. No alcoholic beverages, including Jack Daniels, which seems to be his particular poison, and no weapons and no firearms. Next court date is November 4th.
I'm sorry, Judge, can you repeat that again? You said it's $1,000 on each.
1,000 on battery, 1,000 on battery, 1,000 on simple assault, and $100 cash bond on theft by taking.
Are those thousands good bonds?
Yeah, so it's 3,100 split bond.
So the 1,000 is a surety?
Oh, yes, all the first three are all surety bonds.
Okay.
He didn't happen to know the bartender, did he? No, see, should always know the bartender.
He was
Oh,
this is the
understood.
case in which he decided he was the bartender for the day.
Well, you need a strong one after just getting out of the jail, I guess. Okay, anything else from anyone? Any corrections, anything? No?
Yeah, I do. I need to clarify something. Miss Holly,
Oh, man, I thought I escaped. All right, Miss
Yeah.
Lewis, what do I need to
I
correct?
just want to make sure Miss Holly got the consent bond orders in order, because I was helping her out here. I know I gave some of them to her early. Miss Holly, was you able to print out any or no?
No, I thought you
Okay,
said you were gonna
okay, I
bring
just
them
want to
down.
clarify, you got.
Okay, no, I don't have them for the judge to sign.
Okay, the ones that I gave to you, you have number 1 already?
We'll get them signed. Don't worry,
Okay.
Katrina. Anything else?
How much was that consent bond on position 29?
For whom?
Position 29.
29.
Is a UJR.
I think it was a UJR.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's just a UJR, no number designated.
Thank you.
All right, going once, well, going twice. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Have a good evening. Okay, take care.
Miss Bridgewater,
See
Miss
you
Lewis,
soon.
let me know if I owe you any consent bonds. I don't want to leave anybody out. I think I forwarded them, but just to make sure.
Will do.
I
Thank
am
you.
missing some. I am.
Okay.
Certain. So just hold tight. We'll let you know which ones they are. I'm missing the ones that actually have the consent bond. I got the orders, but I don't have the PD signatures on.
Signatures. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hold tight, Miss Lewis. Thanks.
Okay.
You want me to hold on here, or you gonna call or email?
What I can email and you call you, whatever's preference.
Whichever one. I can hold here if you need me to.
No, we ain't gonna hold this line up. No. Mm-mm. We're gonna let you go. All right,
Okay.
everybody.
You got my
go.
cell phone. All right.
All right.